guys, I want to talk right now about hunger anxiety because I've said I was gonna make a video about this. And so, this is something that I've experienced, and as a medical interpreter, like I mentioned in my other videos that I'm still working as, I've heard about this in doctor's appointments. I mean, not that they use the word, oh, you have hunger anxiety. No, that's something that I just came up with. But it can describe how it feels because it's not like an anxiety attack. I've had one already, so I can tell the difference. But it's more like you start binge eating because you're stressed. Because either you're depressed, you're stressed, you're anxious, you're nervous. And mine started from issues from being stressed about having a debt. Nothing more stressful than having debts. And I remember that it felt like the patients describe it. You know, the patients describe it as, oh, is that I've been overeating lately. Like I just eat, especially at night. I don't feel full. And that's the thing, that's the key word. You don't feel full. And that's how I felt as well. Not full. Like, I felt that no matter how much I ate, no matter if I had a full meal, like my stomach wouldn't send a single note to my brain that I already ate, that I'm satisfied. No, my stomach would still send hunger signals to my brain. And that's what made me binge. Especially bread and cheese, because it was the easiest and most delicious thing I could eat. You know, just put toast with a slice of cheese, and that was yummy for me. But the problem is that I could eat, after having a meal, I could still eat 4 slices of toast with cheese. So imagine that. I was like double eating. So I started to gain weight. And of course, when you're in that state of despair, of hopelessness, and that you're stressed because you have a problem or because something is going on with your life that is affecting you emotionally, you don't care about how you look. You stop caring about using your clothes that you normally use, like the ones that you go out with. You stop caring about grooming yourself, grooming your hair, putting on makeup. And usually my go-to outfit whenever I feel in a rut is sweatpants, t-shirts, like oversized t-shirts, and a cap to not comb my hair. Yeah, that fucked up. And minimal makeup, like maybe only lipstick and some eyeshadow, and that's it. So, because I was using sweatpants and oversized t-shirts, I lost track of how my body was gaining weight. And I remember one time when my friend invited me to her daughter's birthday, my go-to shirt whenever I would gain some pounds, it would be this oversized button t-shirt that I would use with a pair of leggings, and it looked semi-formal. When I tried to button up that shirt, I couldn't, because I was so big, I was so wide, and I got so angry, I just ripped apart that shirt out of anger, because I couldn't believe it. I never knew how much I gained weight, and believe me, I gained that much weight in less than a year. Like, let's say in 4 months. And that's what I fucking hate about the human body. Like, to lose weight, it can take you over a year, but to gain weight, oh my god, it only takes a fucking weekend. And I've never been that heavy before, so I was angry. So I had to just change into my sweatpants and a pullover, and I went that way. Imagine that. So I was angry. I started to go to the gym, but nothing changed. Maybe I lost a little bit of weight, but not that much, like I was used to before. By then, when that happened, I was already like 31 or 30. And usually, like I said before in my other videos, in my 20s, I would lose weight, let's say, 1 month and a month and a half. And the most that I would gain weight would be a size 8 or a 9. But I was beyond that. I think I was back then like a 10 or a 12. And so I was still eating a lot, not doing any diet, but going to the gym, and I thought that that would be enough, but it wasn't, because I was just maintaining my weight. And when I stopped going to the gym because I gave up, I was angry because, oh my god, it's been like over more than 2 months and I'm still the same. So I just fucking quit the gym, and guess what? I ballooned up. Because I wasn't doing any diet, and now I wasn't doing any physical activity, so whew, through the roof. And then I started to kind of like figure it out. Okay, my weight is something that I can control, my weight is something that I can change. And clearly I started to connect the dots that this is caused by my stress about having that debt. So I need to figure out how the fuck am I going to get out of that. Luckily, it's not like I was owing the bank or someone like that. Someone that was like, hey, pay me up, pay me up. I wasn't in a rush to pay off that debt. It was just stress about owing. So I made a plan like, okay, I'm going to try to pay this debt. Like, how am I going to solve the problem? Okay, I'm going to start doing overtime, working on the weekends whenever I can, even in the evening. I'm gonna start, working, if I could, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. Because luckily, I was doing remote work back then, and so I could log in at any time. They had paid overtime, so I could do overtime. It's just that I had to make the sacrifice of working late or in the weekends. So I did. And I started to not go out to expensive places like restaurants, movies, something that would make me spend money. If I wanted to go out with a friend, let's say to catch up, I would just tell them, hey, let's grab a burger, let's go to Wendy's, let's go to Burger King. I would order the value menu. That way I wouldn't spend that much money and I would still see my friends. And it worked. Now, what the doctors have recommended that their patients is, okay, I can refer you to a nutritionist, which, yeah, it could be part of the solution, but I don't believe it's definitely like the entire solution. And it's not to discredit doctors, it's just that, as someone who has been through that, you have to also solve the issue of why. Why are you feeling that way? Why are you stressed? Why are you sad? Why are you depressed? Whether you have to figure out, okay, it's something maybe wrong with my body, it's maybe like a chemical imbalance or something, or maybe, yes, there is a particular problem that is making me feel hopeless. So you have to solve that, whether it's through therapy, through taking actions into your own hands, like trying to be honest and trying to figure out, how am I going to solve this? Maybe it does have a solution, but also I think medicine can help. For example, it can make you sleep better, or it can lessen the edge of feeling anxious.